Joseph, when Tyson and Usyk's big undisputed fight was announced, we
Yes.
went to sit down with him
Yeah.
and we said, are you disappointed that the Ngannou one was a bit wobbly and that your December 23 fight been pushed back? We thought we'd get quite an emotional, serious response.
What did he
His
say?
response was, yes, I'm off. Because on Christmas Day, me and Joseph Parker go down the pub for 15 pints while Paris cooks the dinner. And we get smashed, and I can't do that now because I'll be in camp. Now, I know Tyson tells some porkies and has a laugh, but is that what you've done on a few Christmases with him?
Listen, we've gone down to the pub and we've celebrated Christmas. And he's right, Paris does make a meal. And one Christmas I was, I've spent a few Christmases in England now. And one Christmas I was there for camp, and it was just great to hang out with him. And the whole family just took me in, because my family was back home in New Zealand. So his family took me in, and listen, I'm grateful for everything they've done for me. Paris made best cooking. I cooked everything, and we're just sitting there like, eating all the food.
When you're not in camp then, and you boys are going pint for pint, who comes out on top? Who goes wobbly
Pint for
first?
pint?
Yeah.
Tyson's the winner.
Yeah.
Tyson's a pint drinker.
What do you drink with him?
Me?
Yeah.
Orange juice.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Apple juice.
Ever since we've been speaking to you around the AJ fight, goatee beards, Joe, people usually don't like them. They think about David Brent from The Office.
Yeah.
How do you make the goatee beard look good, do you think?
Just me. No, over the years I've changed it up. I've had a goatee, I've had just under here, I've had a whole beard. I think it's just a different look, really. Whatever you feel at the time.
Do you ever worry that it might be a target where people are trying to punch?
I was thinking that earlier the other day, like, is it a target? But then again, he's going to try aim for my head anyway, so nah, it's not going to be a target.
Do you think it's, and I only mean this in terms of mindsets, because you and Tyson are built hugely different, you box hugely different, but you've now been around his camp for 3 Wilder fights. He's arguably won all 3. And everyone around Tyson would have convinced him and told him all of his weaknesses and all the reasons he would win. Do you think that just subconsciously that would have seeped into you a bit? Yeah,
listen, the Wilder fight wasn't really the fight that was on the radar for us. It was one of them fights that just happened just like that. The last fight after the last fight I had Zhang.
Yeah.
And then I had Dubois. And then there was Wilder. So being around Tyson, being around Andy, being around George, Marquardt, being around the team, there is that thing that happens subconsciously. When you're hanging with, like, the confidence that everyone else has, does rub off on you. And I have supreme confidence going into this fight. Like, I am excited for it, and I'm amped for it, and I'm pumped for it. And it's a fight I'm really looking forward to.
We know about how physically different you two are, so trying to have the game plan would be pretty much crazy.
Yeah.
But we did see, especially in the first fight, that Tyson got into Deontay's head probably in a way that nobody has ever done.
Yeah.
That's not really in your character.
It's not my character. Tyson's approach to a fight is very different to mine. Tyson can say everything. Like, you can't have a challenge with Tyson in terms of talking, because he's sharp. He knows what to say and when to say it, and he gets in your head. So my approach is just the same as all the other fights I've had. Just approach it how I want to approach it. And I know we have different strengths and we have different abilities, and Tyson's 6'9" with the longest reach, and I have to use whatever I have to my advantage. I got good movement, good footwork, good speed, and I throw a lot of combinations, and I need to be on point for this fight. I know I can be, because I've seen it in the gym, I've seen it in sparring, I've seen it in training, and now I just have to bring it on fight night.
All of us English guys on the way out here have all been scared and worried about how we're going to get home in time for Christmas, right? It's a 6-hour flight, we're worried about delays. Remind us of the crazy journey that you'll have to try and make to get home for, I think even that's Boxing Day, is it?
Boxing Day, yeah, I'm going to get home on Boxing Day. It's the fights are on, I think, 2 a.m. and the next flight available will be 3:55 a.m. on the 24th. So we can't catch that because we'll still be at the event. So we're going to catch another flight on Christmas Day, and we'll get home at Boxing Day. And listen, thank you to my wife and my kids for their patience and for being very understanding. And we are very blessed because boxing has given us a lot, and we live a good life, and we're very happy. And sometimes you have to make these sacrifices in order to put food on the table and in order to provide.
I have 2 sons, Joe, so not as many as your daughters. Do you think your wonderful wife would be happy sending you off as regularly as she does with 4 little sons.
For me,
Yeah.
she has the hardest job.
Yeah.
Being a parent. Being a parent, boxing is what's boxing? Boxing is hard because you're fighting someone else, but you train every day, right? You eat best of food, you get massages, you go get recovery sessions and plunge pools and spa pools, and you rest whenever you need to rest for training. It's not a hard life. Boxing, it is hard getting punched in the face, but being a parent is harder. So to my wife, I appreciate you very much. Thank you.
And when you do retire, whenever that comes around, has she got a plan that she'd like to go off and do? I always speak to Josh Warrington, and his wife gave up a career. She was studying to be a detective, and she gave that up so he could do the boxing. Has your missus got some big plans?
My missus has no plans. All she wants to do is spend time with the family.
Yeah.
And she's, we text and call every day. When it's morning here, it's night there. When it's night there, it's morning here. And so time difference, but we talk every day. And she's been very supportive, like the best support since the beginning. And she doesn't want to, she's enjoying being a mother. She does the best job with our kids, and she enjoys being a wife, and she loves the life that we live. I love it too. Like, everything is good, life is good.
And I know we laughed about Tyson a while ago pulling up with his Crocs, but his ones were all plain black.
I had
He's
him
copied
first.
you, has he?
No, I don't know. Did he copy me or did I copy him? No, I had it first. But listen, it's comfortable. Crocs and socks. And I think you just be comfortable in what you're wearing and how you approach things, and everything is good.
And all the little badges, are they ones that your daughters have stuck on there for you?
Yeah, my daughters and my wife ordered them online for me, sent it to the apartment in England when I was training, and I put them on. There's shoes, there's a coffee, there's music, there's everything on here.